What's going on, Stay Ready crew? Week 5 has been completed. You can see that we got some doors up, not those two doors, but we got doors up for the most part. You can see a door right there, and the painting has been done, the ceiling has been done. You can see that we got some lights up there. We still got some, what are those things? The vent covers to do as well. But no, I'm happy about the progress. Week 6 is going to be a fun week. Cabinets get in, lights come in. What else? And then hopefully we can get the countertops done next week. But you can see this lighting is horrible. But as you can see, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. I'm happy. I'm happy. Of course, I wish things can go a little bit faster, as always, which I wish everything can go fast. However, we're here and we are at the final stretch. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, as well as once the kitchen is in and once the bathrooms are done, then it's gonna be smooth sailing. So just to kind of give you a recap before I walk you around this video, the main thing this week was getting the bathrooms ready and getting the master bath ready. They had to dig a little concrete to fix some of the plumbing. They also had to get all the valves straight. Of course, a lot of this week was done with painting. Painting should probably took a full day or two, just because they need to prep everything. And then as well as getting all the receptacle covers. They had a new window installed for the kitchen and the bathroom, the master bath. And obviously getting the doors. The doors were a little bit of annoying because I'd order doors from either Home Depot and either the door would come back wrong, or I go to Home Depot and something was wrong. Then you go to Lowe's and something's wrong. So lesson for me is I always need to fact check, look, trust, but verify the doors before you leave the store. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect, but it's one of those things where I did wish that it was just right the first time. But that's not how life works. But this has been a crazy beast of a house. We are on week 5 when it comes to my handyman coming in here and fixing things up. So week 5, really not that long at all. However, I think there's still ways for us to be a little bit quicker. One thing that held us up was the block, which I made a different video on that. You can watch it. It's on the same playlist. But outside of that, there's definitely things we can do. Contractor wants all the materials here all at once. It's just not feasible. It's just not feasible at all, because then your money's gonna be held up. But if we can just figure out a way to be a week in advance, obviously things are going to change. Obviously you can't predict everything. But one thing that we do know is when we leave on Friday, we know what we need to do next week. So hopefully continue to, refine our processes and just figure out a way to keep going. But being week 5, being that we've basically done the place and we're at the painting and we're in the final stretch, one thing I can tell you that this definitely helped me figure out what my buy criteria is. And the biggest thing I would say, the biggest thing about this entire project has been that foundation and the block issue. Right, that block issue was crazy. I reached out to multiple people with multiple years, years of experience, and people didn't want to touch it. However, reached out to my handyman who's working on the house. He found the guy, which is amazing. I guess he knew him, blah, blah, blah. But, maybe we could have did that sooner, yeah. But at the end of the day, I'd still reach out to multiple people that I trusted, people with the engineers, the degrees, blah, blah, blah. And we found the guy who did it. He wasn't afraid of a big challenge. And with that being said, if you're gonna invest in a property with bad foundation, make sure you budget 20 to 30% more than what you actually think it is, no matter who you are. I talked to engineers before I bought this house, and you just don't know what you don't know. We can't go under the ground and look and test the soil without spending money. Also, I would recommend actually just going directly to a foundation guy instead of spending money for the engineer, because they're just going to tell the foundation guys probably something that they already know. And the foundation guys might already actually have an engineer on staff that can fix all of that drama. But you just heard my rant. Let's take a look at the property. So you can see that house has been painted. It has been painted passive with Sherwin-Williams. It is just a white ceiling, just extra white. So the bathroom, you can see the tub is in. I don't know if the toilet was in last week, but the toilet is in. Obviously, the guys need to pee and poop. They had to put in the valves there. So this actually wasn't there. So they purposely didn't put that there for a while because this was the only access to the attic. And then also I told them that we're gonna be adding a pendant light here. So you can kind of see it, maybe not. You can see the lines right there, but this is where the island's gonna be. I'm gonna put a nice light that I got from Amazon there. But yes, we got a pocket door. I'm gonna keep this pocket door. We really need to do is, we need to paint that bad boy. And now that I know it's wood, which is crazy because I guess I never use it, we're gonna need to prime it too. So now I need to get a primer. I'm very excited for this bathroom. You can see that we got the fan in. Let's see if the lights are, oh yeah. See the fan, so we're gonna get rid of this. I think I will replace the windows, unfortunately. I thought I was gonna be able to just clean and reuse, but that most likely is not going to be the case. I was going for like a traditional farmhouse kind of vibe, maybe like a modern farmhouse, but not everyone gets what they ask for. I think I'm doing good so far with the things I'm picking, but I guess that's up for the buyer to decide. You can see there's still a lot of shit back there, excuse my language. But yes, we have came a long way. We've came a long way. Same thing here, most likely is gonna have to replace the windows because what are we gonna do with that? Really very happy with the color. Very happy with the color. Paint job is good. See the flooring that's just been sitting there. So I made a different video about this, but there was no need for me to buy this flooring. I'm out a couple grand. That could be used on something else when I can just postpone. Keep in mind with hard money, you have to get the work done before you get reimbursed. So yeah, here's a little sneak peek of the shower floor. Can't wait for you to see what the after product is going to be. You should be able to see that next week, probably my week 6 update, if we can stay on time. But yeah, this looks a lot different. This is that concrete I was telling you about has to cure. I don't know if lights, we don't have any lights in here yet. Obviously not. So I gotta figure out some lights for that. But yeah, thanks for coming.